The second trailer for Alien Earth is finally here. The first trailer introduced us to the terrifying Ocellus, and this one goes even further, giving us more on its disturbing behavior, along with information on a brand new alien species called Plumbicarl. We open with a line from Wendy.
If I'm not human, what am I?
Wendy's consciousness has been transferred into a synthetic body by Prodigy Corporation, so she's still pretty much a child, one that is faster, stronger, and nearly immortal. And the transition isn't entirely smooth, as we see her having breakdowns in both trailers. We also get a better look at the USCSS Magino. For a split second, you can almost make out the name on the side of the ship, and just underneath it appears to be the classic Weyland-Yutani wings. According to information released on Yutani, the ship was launched 65 years ago in 2055. However, the Weyland-Yutani merger didn't happen until the year 2099, after Prometheus in 2093, but before Alien Covenant in 2104. So what's going on? Was the ship launched by Weyland or the Yutani Corporation well before the merger, and it pulled over for a pit stop on the way home for new branding and logos? I guess we'll have to wait and see if the merger date is changed, or if the series is not too concerned with keeping in canon with the films and their surrounding mythology. We are then shown a brief glimpse of a closed-up Plumbicarl, but we'll learn more about the new alien here in a moment. Back on the Magino, things go south quickly. There's a violent explosion on board, possibly from a containment breach, and we see Morrow lying in bed, clutching a handgun, with bodies strewn about as chaos takes over the ship. Now, I can't tell exactly what is going on here. It looks like the Magino collides with another vessel or space station while approaching Earth, with debris all around them. Could this be Gateway Station or some other unknown ship? Gateway Station wasn't built until 2130, but that date was provided by the Weyland-Yutani report, so its real construction time could easily be modified for the series. We are then shown the aftermath of the crash and what looks to be the first team that enters the Magino wreckage. That includes Wendy's brother CJ, also known as Hermit. And then we get our information dump on Plumbicarl, a plant not dissimilar to the Terran genus Drosera, which are also called sundews, a group of carnivorous plants that attract, trap, and digest insects. The science officer of the Magino has given a tentative taxonomic classification of Plumbicarl due to the use of mucilage to lure unsuspecting prey. It uses a stamen to sense prey and has a pattern of leaves which it can use to form a mouth. Though generally confined to eating animals, Plumbicarl has been known to eat nearby fauna in dire situations. Animals given to Plumbicarl have expired in one of three ways: by asphyxiation, by dissolving, or from exhaustion. And once they have passed, an enzymatic breakdown begins. Its stamen also acts as a gauge of atmospheric pressure and temperature, and when conditions become inhospitable or a threat is made to its survival, Plumbicarl closes completely. We then see someone's cryo container. It's been torn open and blood is everywhere. The exit is above the chest of whoever this is, suggesting that this is the work of a chestburster. But with 5 new alien species, some of which have parasitic or xeno-like abilities, this could have been something else, or even a hybrid mix of multiple aliens. Inside the lab of the Magino, there are Xenomorph ovomorphs all over the floor, which is followed up with Wendy's team, who are returning from the Magino wreckage with alien specimens for Boy Cavalier, the CEO of Prodigy Corporation. The sheep from the first trailer makes a return, and now we know what it was afraid of: Ocellus, the eye parasite. It has replaced the animal's left eye, with blood streaming down its face, and we see it once more as it attempts to take another host. There's a brief look at Morrow with his eyes closed as Xenomorphs attack a group of soldiers behind him. He's a cyborg, so it's unknown if the aliens see him as a threat. The trailer ends with a beautiful shot of a Xenomorph in the opening of a cave. Its dorsal tubes are missing or they are subdued, though this could be a runner from a 4-legged host as they lack the dorsal pipes. The head also seems to have less of a curve to it, and it may even be a bit less elongated than other examples. Changes that are addressed by Noah Hawley, the show's creator. In the design phase with Weta, I didn't want to mess with the silhouette of the creature at all. I always felt like it was the least effective when it looked like a guy in a suit. So there are elements, like in the classic. There's just this big rib cage, which feels very human to me, so I wanted to try to minimize that and play around with some other ideas. It's very black in the movie. I wanted to play more into the bug-like quality of it, so maybe it falls a little more in the roach coloration. He also said that Weta did such a good job on the aliens, enough so that they will be able to show more of them on screen. They are quite sophisticated. I don't know our running time of creatures, but it's going to be quite a bit. All of the movies, if you really study them, are like 20 frames or 2 seconds that they show the Xenomorph. We have huge sequences where all you're seeing is the Xenomorph. It's driving a lot of things. We have a pretty incredible performer that's doing it, and a great stunt team. We're asking them to do a lot. Again, it's finding a balance of how that works, because seriously, nothing in the franchise has shown as much as we have. As for what kind of surprises we can expect from the upcoming series, Noah said that he's trying to remystify the alien. So much of what made the first movie and the second movie so horrifying was that every time you thought you knew what the life cycle of this creature was, it just got worse. It was like, okay, it's an egg and this giant crab comes out and grabs your face, and you think, I'm out. Then it's like, no, I'm not done. Now the giant crab lays another egg inside of you, and then that bursts out of your chest, and you're like, okay, game over. Then it's like, no, now it grows to be 10 feet tall. Then James Cameron added, well, who's laying those eggs? But you're never going to get an audience to be surprised by that again. And so I've tried to come up with ways that the show returns to that sense of what's going to happen next. That's so gross. What are your thoughts on the new aliens T. Ocellus and D. Plumbicarl? I love seeing new life forms introduced to the franchise, and I can't wait to see if there will be any Xenomorph hybrids that are crossed up with some of our new creatures. Thanks for watching, take care, and I hope to see you next time.